is SOTBRadio.com. Soul of the Bronx Radio. Nothing but love. And the Incredible Dred.
So how can you listen to live performances on the radio station? Right now the show streams over the internet at SOTBRadio.com.
Right, SOTBRadio.com or soulofthebronxradio.com.
Okay, Soul of the Bronx Radio.
But SOTB Radio is the short version of Soul of the Bronx Radio.
Okay.
So it's easier for people to remember that.
And do you want to be called DJ?
No. My radio name is The Incredible Dred.
The Incredible Dred.
That's right.
Got it. Okay.
The Incredible Dred. That's it.
Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah, my mic should pick you up as well.
2, 1. So how can you listen to the show? Right now the radio station streams online at soulofthebronxradio.com. And what's your name?
The Incredible
Dred. All right, let me say that again. 3, 2, 1. So how can you listen? Right now the radio station streams online at soulofthebronxradio.com. And the Incredible Dred says he wants listeners to interact with him during the radio show by messaging him through the website.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
1, 2, 1, 2. Brandon's in the house.
What's going on?
Oh, man. So tell me, how was your experience performing for the New York City Marathon?
Oh, man, it was great. It's just something that's actually one of my dreams for the future. I actually want to run a marathon. It's just something that I want to have in my experiences. Something I can share, with my children, my grandchildren, to say I ran the marathon. So to actually be there and see it and then perform for it, I think it's a step closer. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Well, one thing I want to say, I noticed something that was really interesting that day.
Yeah.
Man, you was freestyling.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow. I was like, how in the world? That was great.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I grew up, just rapping all the time, and then, you had to go through the rap battle phase, or you got to battle people in the lunchroom, and people beating on the tables. Yeah, and then in high school, my poetry teacher, Jobs Poetic, really forced us to really get into freestyling. We used to do this thing, play the game.
Right.
So basically, he would point to random things in the room, and off the top of our head had to just rhyme about whatever it was.
Really?
So we to this day we have fun walking down the block. We play the game, and just point to whatever and rhyme about it.
Well, that's good. So should we try something? Well,
we can do it.
Tell everybody. Well, before we do that, where you grew up?
I grew up right here in the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Woke up this morning, so it's sunshine. Ain't had a good old sleep, so I was feeling up. Fine tea on top of that, had a stack of pancakes on my plate. Sounded so smooth, fried eggs and bacon for the taste of yours. Feeling so marvelous. I think of the good breakfast look gorgeous. Got the black shoe, bathing water rich. Just how I felt inside. My life felt fixed up.
You're Hispanic?
Yes.
Do you also translate, or do you speak any of your music in Spanish?
Not really. And the reason why, I grew up very, very kind of Americanized. I can't lie. It was just when I was younger, it got me. Kind of was outcasted even from the Hispanics in a lot of ways, because it's like, oh, you don't speak Spanish. You're not one of us. I eat the food. Yeah, and it was. I think I spent a long time for myself growing up, trying to figure out where did I fit in, because I was like, okay, I can't be around the Hispanic kids because they're like, nah, you don't speak Spanish, you're not one of us, okay. Okay, let me go hang around the African American kids. Oh no, you're the white boy, get out of here. And then it's like, so I really found my comfort really in my art, and that's what really helped me to grow and develop as an artist.
Right.
Because it was hard for me to find where I fit in as far as a crowd or some type of group or circle,
I was nervous today. This is the first time I was nervous. Normally, I'm like, hey, let me do my show, and I'm good. I'm focused, and I know what I want to talk about. I know what I want to play, and I go with it. But for some reason today, I'm gonna look at the camera. I was nervous. You got it on tape. How can more youth today interact with the older people to at least hear what the elders have to say so the elders can learn to listen to what you guys got to say? Because a lot of times I hear that we don't listen to y'all. We just talk to y'all. So you got the mic. You go for it now.
Man, that's a difficult question. How I think it just starts with what I talk about all the time is the problem with American culture, I would say, especially American popular culture, is that we're very self-centered and we're taught to be that way. We're taught, even if you listen to like mainstream music, it's all about how fly I am, how hot I am, how this I am, how that I am, me, look at me, I'm great, you know? It's never about the other person, it's never about the community, it's never about my family, my brother, my sister, it's never about any of that stuff. And so we're conditioned, if we're seeing this in the movies, we're seeing this on TV all the time, we're hearing this on the radio all the time, then we're gonna start thinking that way, even if we're not conscious of doing it. And I think that affects both the adults and the youth. So now the youth are thinking like, oh, it's about me, so forget what the older people have to say. And then the older people are thinking, me is only what I have to say, forget what they think, you know? So that this culture of being self-centered I think is the big problem. If there's my kind of goal is to kind of plan an attack against that, you know? Like I said, these are things we see all the time. You walk down the block, you see 40 ads, and you don't even pay attention. You see them through the corner of your eye sometimes, and you don't even notice how that's affecting your brain.
That's right.
So I mean, if there's a way that people can band together to say like, wait a minute, let's really pay attention to these advertisements. Let's really pay attention to what's on the radio and what's on TV and what we're taking into ourselves, what we're taking into our mind, and start to change that. Of course, it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. But once we start noticing that what we're accepting is wrong, then we can start to make the changes of how can we make it better. And make the ultimate goal of being just like you said, nothing but love. I mean, my company is allislove. So, I mean...
All is love. Respect. Indeed.
You just got to promote love. And love means it's not about me, it's about you.
That's right. Is it true that most guys that sing get all the women?
That's funny. I would say yes. And I can psychologically break that down. Why I think that is.
Okay.
I think it is because I think there's something naturally about a woman's psychology. Psychology. There we go. Psychology that they want a man that looks strong, that looks confident, that because essentially I think it's in our nature, like for the man to be the one who kind of takes the forefront and the woman to be the supporter. So like even if they're not aware of that, anytime they see a man who seems if he's confident,
that's it.
It makes them attracted to him.
Right.
And if you're on stage all the time, you have to be confident. If you're making music, if you're in front of the camera all the time, you got to be confident. So it can. And I think for a lot of artists, sometimes some guys they aren't confident at all, but they put on that front like they are. Yeah. And that's what gets the women. I think that's what it is.
So there's a lucky lady out there.
Oh man.
Oh, you're single.
Yeah, no. There's one right now. There's one.
Okay. So we'll move to a different subject at this point. Yes, that's right. Zoom in on that. 24/7.
Yeah.
All day.
It's my clothing brand, Lethal Inspiration.
See? Oh, you didn't even say nothing about that.
Yeah, I got my hands on a lot of different things.
Oh man, he got his own clothing. So how does somebody purchase part of your clothing material? What's up with that?
There's right now we're still working on getting different stores. You go to lethalinspiration.net. It's our site. There's a store in Brooklyn, Moda NYC, that's stocking our stuff. There was a store on 116th Street called Champion Square that had our stuff, but they just recently closed down. And right now, I can't think of the name of the store right now.
Okay.
Forgive me for that, but it's on Grand Concourse. On the Concourse is another store. If you check the site, you will get the information on that.
Okay. Which site?
It's lethalinspiration.net.
Okay. And also, how can other than on Soul of the Bronx Radio's Facebook group page, how can people get in touch with you?
Oh man, I have everything. You go facebook.com/ allislove
Right.
So that's ALLISLOVEFEELX. So allislove you go to youtube.com / allislove twitter.com / allislove allislovefelix.tumblr.com, which is my blog site.
Okay.
We had the website up, but we're just doing some renovations to it before we put it back up.
Right.
So I'm just operating off the blog right now.
Cool. Cool.
But yeah, all of those different things, especially if you go to allislovefelix.tumblr.com, you get everything. You get links to the videos. You'll see where you can go download the music. You'll see the information about my Twitter. You'll see everything, the links to everything there. So.
All right. Is there anything you would like to leave or say to the listeners out there?
I think I just want to tell people, suffer with a purpose. Suffering is something we cannot escape. We have to go through the struggles. We have to go through trials and tribulation. Even the biggest millionaires, even the greatest athletes, even the greatest artists, they all have to go through that pain. Religious leaders, political leaders, everybody has to go through pain. And it's okay to go through pain. Don't run away from pain. Just make sure that you have a reason. Why am I going through this? I'm going through this with a reason. Right now, I need to, you know what, I'm not going to buy this extra sandwich, but I know I'm going to take these dollars now and invest it in a company. Or I know that, right now I'm going through something, but you know what? Hey God, you know what? I lift it up. I offer up this pain so that somebody else doesn't have to be going through pain right now. Who knows? You know what I mean? It could be somebody on the other side of the world. I don't know. Whatever it is that you want, whatever your main goal is, know that you're gonna have to go through pain in order to get there. Don't run away from the pain. Embrace it so that you can get there. That's what I want to say. All is love. Feel less.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And with that, I would say NBL. Can you give everybody a big Soul of the Bronx shout out?
Oh yeah, shouts out to Soul of the Bronx Radio. It's Brandon Felix Morel. Nothing but love. All is love. Felix.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, Phil X.
Yeah.
She's
Soul of the
gone?
Bronx Radio.
Oh.